Hello, dear students. Let's begin our lesson. Today's theme is the political system of Russia. Write down the theme into your copybooks. Добрый день, дорогие студенты! Наша сегодняшняя тема – политическая система России. Напишите тему. At the last lesson, we had spoken about grammar side of English. We had known information about the future simple tense. На прошлом занятии мы с вами поговорили о грамматике английского языка. Узнали информацию о будущем простом времени. Как образуется будущее простое время? Как образуются утвердительные, отрицательные, вопросительные предложения? Узнали слова-подсказки, которые требуют именно данного времени. Сегодня мы с вами посмотрим текст и поговорим о политической системе России. Let's begin speaking about the political system. Today, you should write down the vocabulary and learn by heart. Read the text, answer the question. Вам следует написать словарь и учить наизусть новые слова, читать текст и ответить на вопросы. Какие же это вопросы будут? First of all, pay attention to the question. What question will be it? Vocabulary. The commander-in-chief. Главнокомандующий. The commander-in-chief. Главнокомандующий вооруженными силами страны. The commander-in-chief. Regime of checks and balances. Режим сдержек и противовесов. Regime of checks and balances. Heads of the regions. Главы регионов. Heads of the regions. Is vested. Возложено. Is vested. Was adopted. Was adopted. Был принят. Was adopted. Are spread. Распространены. Are spread. The Russian Orthodox. Русская православная. The Russian Orthodox. Christian Church. Церковь. Christian Church. Christian Church. The commander-in-chief. A regime of checks and balances. Heads of the regions. Is vested. Was adopted. Are spread. The Russian Orthodox Christian Church. Now let's pay attention to the questions. After reading the test, you should answer them. The first question: what kind of estate is Russia? What kind of a state is Russia? The second question. Who is the head of state in Russia? Who is the head of state in Russia? What functions does the president have? What functions does the president have? The fourth question. How many branches of power does Russia have? The fifth question. Whom does the legislative power belong to? The sixth question. What are the functions of the Duma? The seventh question. Who processes the executive power in Russia? The eighth question. Whom is the judicial power vested on? The ninth question. Name, please, the colors of the Russian flag. The 10th question. Who are the authors of the Russian hymn? The 11th question. What is the Russia's coat of arms? 12th question. Do we have many religious confessions on the territory of Russia? And the last question. What is the official language of the country? Now, let's read the text. Please be very attentively. After reading the text, you should find the answers from the text to these questions. Let's begin. The political system of Russia. The Russian Federation is a federal republic. The head of the state is the president, elected for a period of 4 years. The president is also the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He signs all the important documents, appoints the prime minister and members of the cabinet. He also appoints the judges of the Supreme and Constitutional Courts. In this slide, you can see the president of the Russian Federation. He is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. The government of Russia consists of 3 parts. Legislative, executive, and judicial. They work in the regime of checks and balances. Federal Assembly has all the legislative power in the country. It consists of the Federation Council and the Duma. The Federation Council is formed of the heads of the regions. The Duma is elected by the population. For example, in this picture, you can see the legislative, judicial, executive branches. Constitution is divided into three parts: legislative, executive, and judicial. As for the legislative, you can see Congress, and Congress also is divided into two parts: House of Representatives and Senate. As for the executive, president, and after president there is a vice president. As for the judicial part, there you can see the Supreme Court. The Duma examines and discusses different bills. The bill must be approved by the Duma and the Federation Council and signed by the President. Then it becomes a law. The executive power belongs to the government. The judicial power is vested on the judges of the Supreme and the constitutional courts. We have a three-colored flag. The colors are red, white, and blue. The hint of the country is created by Alexandrov and Mikhailov. The national coat of arms has been changed. It's the two-headed eagle. It was adopted in the ancient times as the symbol of Russia's position between the East and West. In the picture, you can see three colors of our flag: white, blue, and red. Also, the two-headed eagle. And as for their history, you now have known that it is the symbol of Russia's position between the East and West. The official language is Russian. Different religions are spread on the territory of the country, but the main is the Russian Orthodox Christian Church. In this picture, you can see the religion side of our Russian Federation and the friendship between them. Now, let's answer these questions. What kind of state is Russia? The second question: who is the head of state in Russia? The third question: what functions does the president have? The first question: how many branches of power does Russia have? The fifth question: whom does the legislative power belong to? Whom does the legislative power belong to? The sixth question: what other functions of the Duma? What other functions of the Duma? The seventh question: who possesses the executive power in Russia? Who possesses the executive power in Russia? The eighth question: whom is the judicial power vested on? Whom is the judicial power vested on? The ninth question: name, please, the colors of the Russian flag. Name, please, the colors of the Russian flag. The 10th question: who are the authors of the Russian hymn? Who are the authors of the Russian hymn? The 11th question: what is the Russia's coat of arms? What is the Russia's coat of arms? The 12th question: do we have many religious confessions on the territory of Russia? And the last question: what is the official language of the country? Dear students, today we have known information about political side of our native land, of our Russian Federation. And we have known information about symbols, about the head of our federation. Also, paid attention to their hymns, to their languages, and to their religions. At home, you should answer the questions, learn by heart the new words, and read the text with good pronunciation. our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.